Welcome back to the channel. I'm Grown Man 1982 and this is Grown Man 1982 Gaming. On this channel we review as well as play various driving and sports games specifically for the PS5. So far we have videos on the Crew 2 as well as NBA 2K23 and of course Madden 23. And so far we've been simulating all the games for the NFL playoffs. We did all the games for Wild Card Weekend, and now we're in the Divisional Round. And so far on our channel, we have the two games for Saturday, which is the Jaguars and the Chiefs, as well as the Giants and the Eagles. And so go check those out. Those games turned out to be great games, especially the Giants and the Eagles game. They're both edited as well, so they're a little shorter than usual, about 30 minutes or so, but I tried to take out some of the bland parts and keep all the action plays so that the game moves pretty quickly. So go check those out if you haven't already. Today we're going to be recording the first game for Sunday, which is the Cincinnati Bengals against the Buffalo Bills. This game starts at 3 p.m. on Saturday. And so the settings that we're going to have for that game, since it's going to be simulated, I will not be jumping into this game. It's just going to be the computer playing. So the settings will be as follows. The game style will be on simulation because we want it to be true to each player, as well as the team ratings. The presentation is going to be a quick presentation. The even teams are off, quarter length 7 minutes because we want it to move pretty quickly. Accelerated clock is going to be on. The play clock remaining is going to be 15 seconds. The stadium is going to be in Buffalo. The time of the game, like I said, is 3 p.m., but I can't choose 3, so I put it at 4:15. The weather, I put at overcast because around 4 o'clock it says that on Sunday it's maybe flurries in Buffalo. I've tried putting it on light snow, but light snow fills the field with snow, and I kind of don't want that for this game. I don't want the snow to have any effect on the game because I don't think it's going to snow that much in Buffalo anyway this weekend. But I'll leave it on overcast and see how this game turns out. So I think that's all the settings that we need for this game, and I think we're ready to start. But before we start, please don't forget to like the video, share it with your friends, and subscribe for more content. We post content pretty much every week. Over the past few weeks we've been regularly putting content up, so if you want to make sure you don't miss any of our new content, please subscribe, and as well as hit the notification bell so that you're updated with everything that we post. Okay, also leave a comment in the comment section with your prediction on who you think is going to win this game, and I would also like to hear your early prediction for the Super Bowl. Alright, so I think we're ready. I will not be narrating this game. We're just going to let the game play, and you can enjoy it just by hearing the announcers on the game. Alright, and it will be edited as well, so we'll try to keep all the action plays and keep this game moving. Alright, well, enjoy the game.
From the home of the Bills since 1973, we are at Highmark Stadium, just south of downtown Buffalo. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Buffalo Bills. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. On first down, they'll start out with Singletary. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Gotta like that start. 14 yards to get him going. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Now Allen. Setting up the screen for Cook. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down. From the 36, Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Allen to Diggs there for a Buffalo first.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
They run for the first time with James Cook. So that time they got the left guard with a hold. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. It's a gain of 3, and it'll be second down. Throwing on second and long. Allen. Over the middle, complete. It's Cook. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Which will spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
Well, third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And this won't get there, won't be online either. It's no good, off to the right, and this will remain a scoreless game. Yeah, he's probably saying, if you can't get it in the end zone, can you give me a 30, 40-yarder? A long one, and he can't connect. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Burrow. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Play action. It's Burrow. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Tyler Boyd, 30 yards. And the Bengals have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. To kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to...
Oh, man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They run here with Singletary, and he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. On 2nd and goal, here's the option. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2.
Will they keep the ball in his hands on 3rd down?
This Bengal defense, they passed the first 2 tests. Now it's 3rd and goal. They'll look to run with Singletary. And again they stuff him. A loss last time, and this time hitting him for no gain. Singletary, they'll run for it. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. And then get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Burrow from his own end zone. Flushed out right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Mixon with a first down carry. And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23. On 2nd and 9. Burrow. Open man is Higgins. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
I bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
On 4th down, Drew Chrisman on to punt. Back deep, Nyheim Hines. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line.
They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Jermaine Pratt fighting in and dropping him for the loss.
He only gave them an instant to react. It was a classic case of if you blink, you missed him. Off of the line and to the quarterback in just a couple of seconds. Running back only had a moment to react and attempt to throw a block.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Allen. He'll dump this off to Cook. Only able to gain a couple there. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Back deep, Trent Taylor. Returnable here from the 38. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
To throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Tyler Matakevich. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Now Joe Burrow on 3rd and long. This pass complete to Higgins. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
And he will step out of bounds all the way down at the 40-yard line. A big play here for Buffalo. 44 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Allen going to throw. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And he's going to get this down near the 25. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To the air, Allen. It's complete to Diggs. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. A give up the middle to Singletary. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Devin Singletary taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. As they kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
He'll get this out to his running back, P-Ron. It'll go as a gain of 4. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Burrow gets this into and it's a fumble. And the Bills have recovered. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Fields it right around the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Again, it's Mixon. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. The 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th. As he's on to kick it away. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Allen got his man complete over the middle. That's Davis. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Allen going to keep this one himself. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down.
If they could actually get production from the lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Allen's throw going to be caught by McKenzie. From the gun, it's Allen. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Allen now on 1st down. On the move to his left. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. So he wanted to pass it, but that thing turned out much better.
And the crowd really responded, didn't they? They always like it better when the quarterback is scrambling around, actually takes off and runs downfield. And that's exactly what he did.
Throwing now is Allen. They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. Play action. Now it's Allen. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Logan Wilson, the one who got in there and dropped him to the ground.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. So the shotgun snap to Allen. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Bills will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Buffalo. Throwing on second and 8. Burrow. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now 1 yard to go on third down.
It's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
That's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. That's the tight end Hurst with it. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. They'll come up now on a second and long after the hold. Now it's Burrow. Over the middle, he finds Higgins. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 48-yard line. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. This goes out wide for Mixon. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
To the air again, Burrow. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Throwing again on second down. Burrow. And that one complete once again to Higgins. From the red zone now, here's Burrow first down. This will be caught just inside the 10. Here we go. Again, it's Burrow. And he's got it. Touchdown. Joe Mixon. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
McPherson on to kick this one away. Here in the fourth quarter, defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score?
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Allen. And he finds his man. That's Sweeney. Allen off the play fake. Buying time to his left. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And the Bengals will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. This offense, thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. To throw, Burrow. He's got Higgins over the middle. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Rolling. Burrow. Open man is Higgins. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. And we've reached the 1-minute mark in this game. Here's Burrow. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. Burrow. He gets this one to Boyd. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. And that's off the right upright. Thought it might sneak in, but it did not. It's no good. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3.
And you feel bad for a kicker in this spot. He's going to have to shoulder a lot of the blame, but in reality, this will be a team loss. They didn't do enough collectively to get the job done.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
That was hands down the craziest simulation game so far this playoff season. To lose by missing a field goal, wow, amazing game. You know, I thought the way Cincinnati was playing, they were going to just take over this game. Buffalo, they had some big plays throughout this whole game. It was great. It was a great simulation game. This is a real good simulation game. So looking forward to our final one for Sunday, which will be the one after this one. We're going to record that shortly, which is going to be the Cowboys and the 49ers. So we'll see you in the next video.